Oh. Hello, my charm. It's so good to see you. Being the Emperor of the largest Elven Empire in the whole world means that there's always a dozen things that needs my attention at one time. I hope you understand. Oh no, not at all. I'm happy that you stopped by the throne room. Although, part of me wonders if I should still call it a throne room, given I replaced that stuffy, uncomfortable throne with a mound of pillows. The pillow room doesn't sound nearly as regal, though. But I digress. How is my newest consort doing? I do hope that the life in the Imperial Palace is proving agreeable. Oh. Oh, I see. Even without you saying anything, I can see that something is weighing on your mind. What is the matter? Shh. It's okay. Why don't you come up and sit next to me? There's plenty of room up here. Are you feeling a bit overwhelmed? I realized that prior to a few days ago, you weren't expecting your life to go in this direction. If I recall correctly, you were a slave in your home country, weren't you? Sold by your family so that they wouldn't starve. Awful. Simply awful. You'll never see slaves in my empire. But I certainly hope that life is better here. You can eat what and as much as you like. You can spend your time doing whatever strikes your fancy. And you don't need to worry about anyone giving you orders ever again. In my empire, the only person who outranks you is me. And I don't give my consorts orders. I only make requests of them. As my consort, you are essentially married. The only difference between you and a spouse in my eyes is that you aren't eligible to take the throne. Oh, well, good. I'm glad you do appreciate your accommodations. So then, what is it that troubles you? Ah, so essentially my other consorts haven't accepted you as one of them. Have any of them hinted as to why? It's not because you're human, is it? Most of my consorts are elves like me, but I don't think any of them are normally bothered by other races. Please, forgive me. I didn't even think to consider that possibility. I have outlawed slavery in every kingdom within my empire. Because of that, I assumed that everyone here would treat you as an equal. But I forgot about the consorts that came from other nations. I suppose the ones who come from countries where slavery is still practiced could still see you as beneath them, then. I am deeply sorry to hear that happened. I will see to it that they are reprimanded. I won't allow such behavior among any of my consorts. What do you mean by that? Oh dear. So yet again I've misunderstood then. I thought the reason you brought it up was to ask me to stop them. You don't really believe them? That you don't deserve to be one of them? Oh, my poor, sweet little charm. That couldn't possibly be any further from the truth. Do you remember how we met? You arrived here at the Imperial Palace merely as the slave of the diplomat who was originally supposed to become my next consort. To everybody else, you weren't even worth noticing. But you caught my eye from the moment you entered the room. You just had such bright, attentive eyes. I would have expected someone who had lived the kind of life you did would appear more hopeless. But no, you met my gaze when you entered. That impressed me. And then, of course, there was the fact that you were responsible for massively improving negotiations in my favor. Of course, you remember that the whole reason I was taking a new consort was to seal an agreement with your country. It's always been tradition to take someone from a newly allied nation into my home as a way of ensuring their perspective is heard. Your master, the diplomat, was making some very strong demands in your country's favor for this alliance. Of course, I was having none of it, and the diplomat clearly was surprised by how poorly things were going for them. It was at that point that they told you to fetch a box of documents with information they thought would change my mind. But little did I know that those were forged, meant to trick me into conceding on some very important points. They even had multiple boxes with different information inside, to use based on how the negotiation was going. But as it turned out, the boxes had been mislabeled and the documents you gave me said the exact opposite of what they were claiming. That put me in a very strong position. I threatened to call the whole alliance off unless my empire was afforded some very important privileges. And of course, I decided that I wouldn't take the diplomat as a consort and requested you instead. I claimed it was because you were a very lucky charm. But while I think that charm is an adorable and fitting nickname for you, I know better. There was no luck involved there at all. Oh, you thought I wouldn't notice? Well, I certainly did. The look in your eyes when the diplomat realized what had happened, that was a look of victory. I guessed immediately that you switched out the documents to ruin their plans. I knew that you would face punishment if they knew you deliberately sabotaged their negotiation, so I framed it as a simple luck and took you into my protection. You're here not because of dumb luck, but because of your own bravery and cunning. You refused to let your master get away with their trickery, and this new life of yours is your reward. In truth, you are more deserving of being a consort than anybody else here. Most of the consorts here were selected by their own nations. While I do accept and care for them, you alone were chosen by me directly. Why don't you rest your head on my lap? I'd like to stroke your hair while we continue talking, if that's all right with you. Thank you so much. I don't want you to ever forget that. I chose you. The opinion of the others' consorts does not matter to me. I'm the one who decides if someone belongs in my palace, and you most certainly do. You absolutely earned your place here. Of course, I don't want you to think that this is all out of your hands. I gave you a choice to become my consort, and that will continue to be an open choice. Nobody is forcing anything on you. If you decide to leave, I suppose it would be unfair for your other options to be getting sent back to where you're considered a slave. I suppose I'd just make you a citizen of the Empire, a former consort. A former consort would have lots of good options for employment here. But I do hope it never comes to that. I plan to do everything in my considerable power to keep you safe and comfortable. Now, you really need to stop thinking like that. You're not in my debt, because this is an equal exchange. You get taken care of, and I get your company every so often. I value those to be equivalent, so you don't need to make anything up to me. Hopefully, in the future, I can find the time for us to spend a proper day out together. I realize that since we've only met recently, there's currently a bit of emotional distance between us, even if we're legally bonded to one another. With time, I hope that we can truly become friends, and after that, lovers. There is no rush or obligation here. I just want you to understand what my intentions are. For now, just please try to keep an open mind that I'm someone you can be open with. You don't need to hide your problems from me. I genuinely, truly want you to be as comfortable here as possible. You are not a burden. I'm going to gather together the consorts later tonight and have a talk about treating each other with respect. If they continue to be a problem, please do let me know about it. Now, I'm afraid we'll need to part. I have a diplomatic meeting that can't wait any longer. But rest assured that we'll see each other again soon. Oh, and before you go, perhaps I could convince you to allow me to kiss your cheek? Until we see each other again, my charm. Take care and enjoy yourself. Hello everybody, this is Mushan ASMR and welcome to the first video in a very long time. Yeah, I have been in a lot of stuff's been going on. This being for real, a lot of things that have been weighing me down. It's getting figured out. I am also going to therapy. So hopefully things will work out for the better. But that's kind of why I haven't been doing, and I've mostly been lazy too, and just not having the motivation to do videos and a lot of this negative things. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get more back into it because I am Mushan gaming plus ASMR, so I have to do stuff that has the ASMR in it too, right? I also want to do singing too. I have this server that I'm a part of, and we do karaoke every now and then, and I've really been kind of passionate about doing singing too. So if that's something you would like to have me do, I can figure out, maybe doing covers or something like that. It probably won't be the best or something, but I'm going to try my best, and I'll let you guys be the judge. You can tell me how either good I am or how terrible I am. But yeah, this script here was done by What Away the Wordsmith. So I will leave the script in the description below so you can check it out. And yeah, I will also be streaming Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, um, and being obviously today since it's Monday and Wednesday. So be sure to come by the streams and just say hi, whether it be on YouTube, Twitch, and X or Twitter, whichever you want to call it, and Kick sometimes if it wants to work properly. But yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic morning, afternoon, night, whatever it is in your time zone. And stay wholesome, my friends. Bye bye.